Is Merab Dvalishvili ducking Umar Nurmagomedov? I'm going to say yes, right off the bat, straight to the point. We're going to get into it. He says his dream scenario would be Deiveson Figueiredo as his fifth champion on his list, and then maybe Umar versus Peter Yan. The reason why this doesn't make any sense is because Peter Yan has been on a slide and hasn't been able to really show himself as, earning of like a top 3 spot in the bantamweight division, yet Umar Nurmagomedov, he just beat Corey Sandhagen. You know what I mean? He just beat Corey Sandhagen, who is that guy. And Deiveson Figueiredo, who has he beaten? Who has he beaten? How come Deiveson didn't have to fight Peter Yan? How come Deiveson didn't have to fight Corey Sandhagen? What are you just going to give Deiveson? What are you giving Deiveson a shot at the title for? The answer is Umar Nurmagomedov. That's who deserves a bantamweight title shot right now. And I thought it was very telling when Joe Rogan asked him about him, and he completely avoided the question. He completely avoided the question and started talking about Dana White and how grateful he is for Dana White and thankful for being in the UFC and how he was found on the Looking for a Fight series and all these things. And it's like, bro, I didn't ask you about Dana White. I asked you about Umar Nurmagomedov and a possible fight with him next, and you completely sidestepped my question. But of course, I'm going to let you have your moment, and I'm not going to really press you right now about it in front of all these people, But I don't know, man. I think it's very interesting how this guy is going to go out there and talk crap about O'Malley, who was arguably ducking Merab, right? Because O'Malley fought Cheeto instead, right? Remember all this? And then he's going to do the very same thing. There's a word for that, guys. It's called a hypocrite. And I hate to say this about Merab, but he's sounding like a hypocrite. This is Peter Yan's record, guys. He beat Corey Sandhagen way back in 2021, and then he lost to Aljo split decision. He lost to Sean O'Malley split decision, and he lost to Merab Dvalishvili. Whatever you guys feel about these two losses here, whether they should have been losses or, oh no, he actually won those fights. Whatever you feel, bro, this is what is, right? There's what you feel, and then there's what is. And those losses are what is. And as well as this third one. So, he beat Song Yadong, which is cool. But is that worthy of all of a sudden becoming like a number 2 contender, and now you're fighting in a title eliminator against Umar? No, it's not. It's just not. This is Corey Sandhagen's record prior to fighting Umar Nurmagomedov. He was on a 1, 2, 3 fight win streak. By the way, he stopped Song Yadong via TKO doctor stoppage. Split decision against Marlon Vera, okay, and then a decision over Rob Font, okay. Not the most impressive list here of how to finish a fight or ways of victory, but the point is, we're talking about what is win, 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 as opposed to loss, 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 like Peter Yan had. Funny enough, he lost to Peter Yan, as stated before, way back in 2021, late 2021. So my point is, Umar just beat a guy who was on a 1, 2, 3 fight winning streak. This is Deiveson Figueiredo's record, and he beat Rob Font. Okay, that's cool. He beat Cody Garbrandt. That's cool, but this is not 2017 anymore. Okay? 2016, 2017, that's when a win over Cody Garbrandt mattered, for real. Not for nothing. I don't mean to disrespect the man, but Cody Garbrandt has been on a losing streak and on a slide, and he got himself a couple wins here and there, but this ain't 2017, bro. You know what I mean? So you don't get much points for this one. And then the Cheeto Vera fight, and not for nothing, but Cheeto ain't been looking himself lately, like for his last few fights. So what, kinda. Finally, we get to Umar Nurmagomedov, who is 18-0. And in fairness, he doesn't have a lot of wins over top guys either, right? I mean, these are not top contenders in the bantamweight division either. Deiveson, you could argue, has more wins over bigger names. However, Umar does have a win over Corey Sandhagen. A close fight, but still a win over Corey Sandhagen, who is, in my opinion, better than all the people that Deiveson beat. So tie that in with him being 18-0. Tie that in with, not for nothing, being a part of the Nurmagomedov family, which I feel like matters, right? I feel like if you could fast track Alex Pereira in the UFC to a title shot because of his history with Israel Adesanya, if you could do that, then you could fast track fucking MMA royalty over here. You get me? You could fast track a guy who's related to Habib because he has that Nurmagomedov name, and that's going to sell tickets, and that's going to be a big draw, and he has a big fan base in that part of the world, and all things like that, right? That they support him and stuff. So, all of this to say, big picture roundabout point for you. I think Merab is ducking Umar. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like that in this quote right here, and it sounds like that after he was asked point blank, how about Umar Nurmagomedov? Right? Straight from Joe Rogan, zooming off the alpha brain. And Merab just starts yapping about Dana White. So, it sounds like the champion is already ducking. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, whether you agree, disagree, it does not matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are all, and I mean all, appreciated.